concerned are you about the chain of events here? Donald Trump truth socialing at 9:37 a.m. This is a great time to buy DJT, which is the ticker for his company. And then later in the afternoon, lifting the pause and everything skyrockets. There was a lot of other activity going on in the markets that people are concerned about. What do you think?
We know from what we've heard today that there was a meeting this morning between Bessent, Lutnick and the president. The president admitted this in the Oval Office when he said they talked about it. We wrote the statement. It was a beautiful thing. It came from the heart. And then you get this tweet or whatever you want to call it on social to tell people this is a good time to buy, whether it's DJT as a ticker or DJT as in his initials, which he doesn't use very often, by the way, in his posts. If to say this is a good time to buy and then take a decision that you pretty much know is going to rally the market, I'm not going to finish that sentence.
I mean, what is it? Tinkering with the markets,
I hope not.
Allowing for insider, because anybody that was privy to that conversation or knew what was happening could have taken that information and done something with it.
Anybody who read that tweet, that social and had an inkling of what he might do or anything like that, it's just, you don't do it. It's as simple as that. You don't tell people now is a good time to buy if you are the person who is about to take a decision that is going to make the market rally.
Why is he doing things like this when most presidents know that they have the power to move markets? They tread carefully. Trump is not doing that.
Yeah, I mean, he is radically transparent. Everything that is on his mind, he tends to either put out in front of the press in the Oval Office or out on his social media. I don't think today's commentary is any different than he operates on any other day. And I think it's been true for time immemorial that when a president speaks, however they speak, markets do move. And it's not the first time it's ever happened.
Do you think it's appropriate for the President of the United States, knowing he's about to take a decision that is going to buoy the market, to actually put out a social posting saying, now is a good time to buy? And anybody who might know his thinking on these issues might say, hey, I hope he's going to do so. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, Tiffany?
But because he's doing something unethical and he's doing it before the American people, that doesn't make it right. He doesn't get to wear that as a badge of honor. I also get nervous, respectfully, when we talk about the economy in terms of the market, because I think about the average person at home who is going to the grocery store, figuring out how to pay their mortgage every day. And the economy for them is not whether or not to buy a stock that day. It is how much can I afford to spend at the grocery store. And what this has done is not that these tariffs are going to eventually hit people. They already have. Like, prices have already taken a toll on a lot of people. I did a show today and we were talking about people were paying $60 and $70 more for items and products before these tariffs have come to be. That is what the economy is. Most voters are not carrying stock prices into the voting booth. And so for Donald Trump, the president of the United States, if any other elected official had done this on the other side of the Republican aisle, Scott, I can't imagine that you would be sitting here defending that. Sure, Michael, I can't imagine you would be defending that if a Democratic president was tweeting about now is a great time to participate in the stock market.
I haven't defended what Richard was just talking about, but
so you do think it's inappropriate.
But I do want to go back to the idea of possibly going into a recession, Richard, and I wanted to get your thoughts on this. I mean, we saw several recessionary factors in the previous administration, Fed hikes, slower growth, et cetera, and we were able to avoid it then. We haven't really seen economic activity constrict thus far. We'll have to see what consumer confidence and spending ultimately is as we go through Q2 of this year. But wouldn't you say it's at least a little premature to be saying we're getting ready to face a recession? And if not, I want to know why, because I don't see the factors there.
I know we've got to rush, but because the dislocation is too great, the chaos is too much, and eventually it overwhelms the system. It's back to my cake rising.
I think
we got to go.
Well, I think he watched Diamond on TV, but I also think he was hearing from private advisors. I think he was hearing from members of Congress, who, by the way, he's negotiating with over, his reconciliation package right now. I think a lot of advice was coming in that led into the day's activities. And, if renegotiating with our allies over a 90-day period is the net result of this, isn't that a good thing?
His own administration is not even on the same page.